anyone is Ghostface. Like anyone can put the mask on and throw a murderous hoopla.
Maybe you should be Ghostface.
Let's not go there.
Is it even Halloween if you don't rewatch Scream? Like at least once?
No, but I
Today we're
didn't.
talking Scream with my cousin and Scream superfan, Kimya. What's up, Kimya? Thanks for joining. Wanted to discuss a little bit because it's almost Halloween and I feel like it's a fun thing to talk about.
The fun thing about Scream too is it's like fun horror. You know,
Yeah,
you don't
it's
even have to
funny.
be a horror fan to like it. You just have to enjoy movies and have an open mind to satire and all of that.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not really a horror movie person, so
But every
yeah.
time I put on Scream, you eat it up.
I know I do. Wait, so when was the first time you watched the Scream?
When Scream 4 came out in like 2011, and I thought I couldn't trust my friends after I watched the movie. I couldn't sleep that night.
You watched Scream 4 or you watched the first one when the fourth
Scream
came
4,
out?
like it had came
Oh,
out,
okay,
I
that was
knew
the first
nothing.
one.
Which is also another point about why the Scream movies are so great, is because I didn't know shit about the Scream franchise, and I watched that movie and it drew me in.
Yeah, so the first Scream movie came out in 1996 and the fact that it's
Oh, I
still like
was so
going
wrong.
strong.
Wait.
Wait, it's still going strong in 2025. Wait, show your cup, show your cup. Fun fact, Kimya in her Los Angeles apartment had like a ghost face mask that she hung up like in the living room. And when I was staying there, I slept on the couch and I had to turn the mask over because I was scared. My question for you is why do you think Scream has aged better than other like 90s movies, whether it's like I Know What You Did Last Summer or even like is it Halloween?
I think it's because Scream is so self-aware that it always reinvents itself with whatever's happening in current times. Like yeah, it's following the same trope and the same cliches, but it's still always trying to make it fit into whatever like the zeitgeist is of that culture. Like for example, the newest ones that have been coming out in the recent years, like they adapt to, I guess, like the climate of how people act with each other these
Like,
days.
yeah, the technology and
Like,
like the
and also
trends
like the
and
movie climate, because the whole point of Scream is it's always poking fun at like also the horror movie industry and just like the cliches that happen in the horror movie industry. So whenever they came out with Scream 5 a few years ago,
wait, is Scream 5 the one that I thought I bought Scream 1 and then it actually ended up being Scream 5?
yeah, I'm
Liked it.
blanking on what they called it because it was like in Scream 4 they were like this is a remake, but I need to Google
It's
it.
a
I need
franchise, is what they called it.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm sorry. Is when they're reinventing it in recent years instead of it being because Scream 2 and Scream 3 was when they were poking fun at a sequel and a trilogy. And now it's like, okay, no, this is a franchise, you
Yeah, which
know?
they followed through with the sixth one as well, which is the one I just saw. Yeah, I feel like it works because it's not like a sequel or like a reboot or whatever. Because those get boring. Like, I don't know, how do you feel about Halloween? Because I feel like I didn't really like the reboot or the remake. I guess that was technically like a fast forward in time as well, but I didn't really like it.
I only watched one of the newer Halloweens and I liked that, but then after that I stopped because it was one of those things where Halloween promotes itself by being like, Halloween, the final one. Halloween, this is the final one now, I swear. Halloween, no, this is the final one, I swear. So it just like, after, like, the first one got me, and then after that, I'm like, okay. It's like the Rolling Stones who always say it's their last tour before they die, and then they tour again the next year. Like, girl, I'm bored. It's like it draws you in when you're like, oh shit, this might actually be the time that Michael Myers is dead and they win. And then they make another one, and you're like, oh wait, so I'm just bored. Like, it doesn't do anything fresh anymore. And
It's
that's like,
almost like Mission Impossible, like how it's like
yeah,
Final Reckoning Part 1, Final Reckoning Part 2. It's like
oh, this is the final one, I swear. Like, it's like, but Michael Myers is one guy. In Scream, like, Scream is someone different. Like, Ghostface is someone different every time. So that's what always draws you in is there's no like real reason the franchise could end. It could always live on. The door is
that's so
always open.
true.
Like there's no one person that's like, oh, we've killed him for good. It's like no, Ghostface can come back at any time because anyone is Ghostface. Like anyone can put the mask on and throw a murderous hoopla.
Maybe you should be Ghostface.
Let's not go there.
You could totally play Ghostface in a
No,
movie.
I'd rather be Final Girl. Oh, that's also
You'd
why
rather die?
yeah. Girl, do you know what Final Girl is?
Oh, she survives. Yeah, that's definitely why I think Scream has aged well, for sure. And you're right, it keeps up with the times.
Yeah,
And
but it
like,
also has the legacy characters, like the core characters that still keep it tied to, like, it's not so random every movie where it's like, oh, these are new characters and we have like no affiliation to the faces in the movie. That's the amazing thing about the Scream franchise too, is it really caters to fan service, which I think makes any franchise a franchise that's gonna like solidify itself in history. Sydney, Gail Weathers, Dewey, R.I.P.
mhm.
Sorry if this is a spoiler if you haven't seen.
Spoiler alert.
Bleep that out. Bleep that out.
No, I won't.
So it's like those characters have been with us since the 90s and they still play a role, even if they're not necessarily like there's been a movie where Sydney wasn't in it, but she was still mentioned and her lore was still mentioned and tied to what was going on. The characters that we know and love, even if Ghostface is always changing, they're still involved.
I feel like there's always a twist that doesn't get stale. Like you said,
Yeah.
there's always something because it's like Ghostface is like Ghostface can be whoever.
It's always someone that we know in the movie, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
And I agree about the fan service stuff because I feel like there's so many shows and movies that I've watched that I'm like, you know how everything used to have like a cliche happy ending or whatever? Then I feel like sometime in the past 5 to 10 years, everything wanted to be realistic. People are
But
like, oh, I want it to end realistically. So everyone dies. Or like if it's even like a rom-com or something, I want it to be realistic. So like they're not going to end up together. And it's like, just give the fans what they want. Give us what we want.
well, that's what they played with in Scream 5, you know, with Dewey's death.
Yeah.
But that was their way of being like, okay, well, one of y'all got to go at some point. And they
Yeah.
poked fun on it during the movie. They're like, legacy characters are like open game at this point. Like it's a franchise now.
Who is your favorite Ghostface and why?
Okay, it's always Billy Loomis. I mean,
Yeah.
OG, Billy and Stu, OG, but mainly Billy.
Okay,
And you
but next in line, because I mean, he is the
next in line
OG.
is definitely,
Why do you think this person was a good ghost face?
I didn't expect it. Out of all of them, it was like the one movie where I genuinely didn't expect it and it made the most sense. Because there's like a balance between that too. Sometimes I don't expect it, but they get revealed and I'm like, that literally, who are you? Like what? I don't
Yeah.
understand your motive. Get off my screen. I'm like not even tugged into the story. But that one I was like, oh my God. Like I
Wait,
didn't
which one was that? Four? Do you
but
feel like that's the one that you like that shocked you the most?
yeah, and it
Who do you
also
think was the weakest?
probably honestly, I think it was like either Scream 2 or no, actually Scream 6.
I
The
thought so too. It
I
was
like did
weird.
not care at all about those killers. I was like, okay, chill out.
And
Like
they were
it
weird. It's like a
was
psycho
giving soap
family.
opera. Yeah, it was giving
Yeah,
soap
yeah. It
opera,
was
like Days of Our Lives. I was like, what? And I think they were trying to do something with there being three for once, but like it didn't do shit to me. I was like, they're all lame. And they all were like trying to be psycho, and I like wasn't buying it. That's
Yeah, they
also
weren't
the
good
thing. 'Cause, like
psychos.
Scream, like if you take that ghost face mask off, you better seem demented. Like I better believe the fact that you lost your mind. And I believed it with Emma Roberts. I was like, damn, this bitch is crazy. You still need to watch it because what she does after the ghost face reveal is also like that solidified her for me. I'm like, she's crazy and I love it. I think Emma Roberts is just great. She plays a lot of like those like kind
She
of like
plays a lot of good, like, bitchy characters
they're
or
like
like,
straight faced, bitchy crazy, and I think that's
yeah.
what Ghostface needs to be. Like, you need to be like still intimidating, but also a little bit goofy, you know? She
Hmm.
just, yeah. But these guys in Scream 6, they were just goofy. Like, I didn't, I was like, y'all don't even freak me out.
I really liked Scream 5 because I thought I've mentioned this before to you, but like Mikey Madison, I'd never seen her in anything before, and she stood out to me so much in that movie before she played Honora. And I just something about her on screen was really captivating, especially when she was like going apeshit, like screaming and like setting shit on fire and like going nuts. I feel like
But she did a good crazy. She did a
she
good crazy.
did, but she played a really good crazy.
Oh, I do
Mm.
want to say though, Scream 5, I liked the motives of the killers a lot because that also dipping into the fan service. I think Scream 5, the big theme for that movie was very much like it was meta in terms of like fan culture. Like they like the killers ended up being like huge Ghostface fans. Like they were part of a fandom. They met through fucking like Reddit or something. Like it was very real in that sense. And at the same time, it was giving a lot of fan service to us fans. So it was like making fun of us at the same time. That's what I liked about the killers in Scream 5. That it was like they weren't even really like, oh, he was my brother. It was like, oh, I'm just a weird fan.
Yeah. Okay. Because, like, so looking at Google Trends, Scream searches spiked basically every year in October with phrases like who killed who in Scream and Scream 6, like kill count and like there's like always proof that people are re-obsessing with it, wanting to know what the kill count. It's almost like you said, it's like meta. It's like people are as obsessed with the story in real life as they are in the movie.
Because also Scream 1 does this. They did it in a way that I don't think they knew it was going to turn into obviously what it became, because the original Ghostface was just a huge fan of horror movies. That was the whole point. It was still like a fan thing, but it was like kind of like a premonition about the franchise in a way, you know? And then they just
Mhm.
rolled with it. I feel like they rolled with it with whatever unfolded in real time, which is really interesting.
Okay, as a horror fan, do you have any other Halloween movies that you recommend, or is this like your top, or even like your top three, basically,
This is
outside of
just
the
my
Scream?
favorite movie of all time. So, like, horror movies wise, I think if we're talking recent ones, The Conjuring is a good franchise. If we're
I
talking,
also feel like I watched Insidious and Paranormal Activity. I don't know which one in like high school, and I still have nightmares about that
oh,
shit. Oh, and
Insidious.
Sinister fucked
Oh,
me up
Sinister.
bad.
See, that's my thing with horror movies is I really have to be ready for something like Insidious. I love horror, but things like
I don't.
Sinister, like I'm like, if I like, am I? How is it gonna mess with me after this?
I can't sleep at night if I watch something like
I
that.
love when something's like horror, but also it doesn't feel so realistic to me that I'm gonna be scared to go to bed
I
and
don't
like,
like ghost, like not ghost, sorry, like paranormal, like demony kind of stuff. Like that shit freaks me out. But like with Scream and like things that are, I guess things that are realistic don't scare me as much, which is weird because they probably should.
when they're goofy realistic.
Yeah.
A really, really, really good horror movie I saw that's like very underrated. I don't even know how I found it on Netflix one day. It's called Better Watch Out, and it's Christmas themed, so everyone watch it in like a month. So good. It's plot twist after plot twist. It'll get you. And
Damn.
it's
Okay.
fun. It's another fun one. See, I like horror that's fun, not stuff that's gonna depress me. Like Babadook, I hate that kind of horror.
Yeah,
Where you
I
just
like
want a
fun
sense of
horror, like
doom.
funny
I don't want a
horror.
sense of doom after a movie. I want to feel like I released something, which is why I
Yeah.
like Wes Craven. Like Nightmare on Elm Street is another good horror movie. Oh, I will say my favorite horror movie. It's actually in the top three. The Haunting, the 60s. It's like from the 60s. I know there's one in the 90s. The Haunting, it's what The Haunting of Hill House is based off of. Oh my God, it is so freaking good and so psychological. It's so good. And it's one of those movies where you have to be like watching and things are happening that are like read between the lines, which like are my favorite kinds. I love like show don't tell or like the simplicity of a script where you don't really like tell you the horror of what's happening, but you can feel
Yeah.
it so well thought out and spooky. And yeah, it's what The Haunting of Hill House was based off of. So
A lot of movies do over explain, and it's really cheesy when they're like, oh, you were working at this place and that's how you know this person. And this is bad writing. I feel like when you have to over explain, but what I like is that Scream does that, but it does it on purpose. It was very meta. It's like self-aware.
it's funny because in like the first movie, they like explain it. They just do it. And now whenever the ghost face is revealed, they kind of like ask all tired, like, okay, well, what's your motive? You have to keep up with the cliche of like explaining your
Yeah.
motive. Or like, okay, it's time for the motive.
It's
Explain
like a
your
big reveal.
it's like funny now, you know?
How do you feel like Scream 7 is going to evolve? Like, how do you see it in the future evolving with the times?
Dude, I don't know because now they took off Melissa Barrera, I think is her name, and
Yeah.
Jenna
Which was
Ortega
bullshit.
bullshit. But they took them off.
Boycott Scream 7.
They took them off, and so I don't know what they're gonna do because they were really building up a really great storyline with them. Very solidified and being the new like final or like core group of the Scream, like the new, I guess, invention of the franchise. So I have no idea what they're gonna do. I fear it like might suck, and they're probably gonna have to bring in a lot of gore factor to make up for the fact that the storyline's gonna fall flat a little bit. Just
Well,
kind of like what a
we'll make an
confused
update
video.
video after with your thoughts. Okay, I want to do a quick before we go. I want to do a quick rapid fire segment. Okay, your first one, favorite chase scene. Go.
Favorite chase scene?
Quick.
The first movie. The first movie when Sydney's in the house, the first time she gets attacked by Ghostface.
Okay. Best cold open.
Oh, first one. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm sorry, fourth one. Fourth one is iconic too.
Best final girl moment.
Um, Honestly, Scream 6 with Melissa Barrera when she kills him with the Ghostface mask. So fucking cool.
Yeah, that shit was pretty. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I love Scream, and Kimya introduced me to Scream, so I feel like this was the perfect video to do with the because I'm usually the movie nerd, but she is like into horror movies like nobody's business, and I'm not. But I love the Scream franchise, so this was like the perfect conversation to have this Halloween. So you need to go watch Scream. So yeah, when Scream 7 comes out, we'll talk about how we feel about that and kind of analyze that.
Definitely.
But for now, tell us in the comments who your favorite Ghostface was and which of the Scream movies is your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more about movies, physical media, and a lot of media commentary.